Sorry to jump scare you. Hey folks, it's me, Marsman01. Today we're going to be hopping back into Historically Crafturate once again and playing all of the multiplayer test versions. As you can see down here, I have Classic 15A, which, this is the first multiplayer test. So we're just gonna give this a little roll. Also, roll the intro. Alright, here we are in Classic 15A. As you can see, you probably couldn't, but the gravel texture just got changed to be the version of the texture that would last all the way until beta. Then the tree texture, the leaves texture actually changed a little bit. Not that much, but there are more darker green lines in the leaves. There's also a brand new model for the trees, and that has a bunch more leaves than the previous ones. These no longer look like lollipops. Nothing much got added, so, and I don't really know how to do multiplayer, so the only multiplayer things that I'll be doing is on a public server. But I did show you the proof that this is a multiplayer test. So let's, I guess, head on to the next version. We are back. So you may notice that we are in Classic 17A now. Because there really wasn't anything that got added in these versions. Nothing really changed. Nothing that major. So what I'm gonna do is basically just build a little house, I guess. Since this idea should be like, I guess, this will be our playing world that we use. So from this version on, this will be the world that we use to test out new features and stuff that were added. Now you may be asking why the new world is this world. Is because I forgot to save the other world in the last video. So it's gonna be this world. And yes, I have offline DAT save, so, or DAT, I guess, not DAT, whatever. Now this house is going to be very basic and very small because of the amount of things that are going to be added. I can expand, I can make more buildings. This will be the main house. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video or not, but if you press R, you can teleport back to the spawn point, and if you press enter, let me swim back here first. So if we go back here, press enter, and now press R, we're getting teleported back to the main spot that we were in. So it's kind of cool. Alright. Another house, it has no furniture or anything, because it's just an empty house. I'm waiting for more things to get added. So like we have windows made of leaves, because glass still hasn't been added yet, and sunroofs made of leaves, because glass still hasn't been added yet. Yeah, that's all. That's the entire house. I forgot to put a window over here. So the house is done. It's following the village house aesthetic, but there's no slabs or stairs, so we can't finish the house. So that's all for this version. We're gonna upgrade to one of the versions that actually adds something. Alright, here we are. As you can see, we are in Classic version 19A. My hotbar has a lot new things that have been added. Also, since the hotbar has been added, the like swap item thing in the corner is gone, which means now we can middle click. Look, we cannot middle click. This is the items that we have gotten. So I'm gonna go ahead here and replace all of these windows with glass. And also, it took about, I'm gonna say, 8 years. No, more than 8 years for the glass texture to be changed. Actually, no, 10 years. It took 10 years for the glass texture to be changed. This glass texture has been the same exact texture since Classic 19A will be until 1.14. So the sponge was also added, and it can drain water in a 5x5 area around it. If you break it, it's good for draining out oceans and stuff that you don't want water coming in. So to add a little layer of security, I'm going to make a fence out of purely sponges around my house. And so that if water comes leaking in somehow, at least I'm prepared and ready so that I don't get demolished. So we have built the wall of SpongeBob, or the fence of SpongeBob, and this is SpongeBob right here. We need his signature hat. Ah! Sorry to jump scare you. This is SpongeBob SquarePants. You can't get water at all, and water only generates at this level. This is water level. So that wall of sponges is kind of useless because water can't actually get up to there. So that's okay. That's okay with me. That's all that this version has to offer. Also the fact that you can no longer build with cobblestone. So I'm gonna upgrade to the next version. Here we are in Classic 28. The backpack was finally added, adding gold, flowers, mushrooms, and all the cloth types. So this was a humongous addition. This will actually be the last version that we do in this video. Because of how much stuff it adds, it's just gonna take up most of this entire video. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is, inspired by this YouTuber that I forget the name of, actually, so, probably remember to put his channel up in the description. In one of his videos, he made, like, I guess, museum of wools outside of his main house. So I'm going to build that. This entire series was kind of inspired by him, so big thanks to whoever that guy was, I forget his name, for supporting, or not really supporting, but like just starting me out here. I'm only adding these wood outlines so that all of the wool can go here. Alright, now we can place the wool down on each side. See how it looks. There are exactly 16 types of wool, like in modern Minecraft, except this does not include black or brown wool, which means there are extra wools. So these are all of them in order. I don't know all the names, so editing me looking at the Minecraft wiki is gonna help. Red wool, orange wool, yellow wool, lime wool, green wool, I think. I don't know these names. Teal wool, light blue or cyan wool. No, this is cyan. Light blue wool, purple wool, magenta wool, pink wool, hot pink wool, dark and light gray wool, and white wool. Or cloth. I should have said cloth the entire time, but whatever. I think I got half of those names wrong, but it's okay, because I can just put them up on screen. Also, we have flowers now, so I'm going to make a little garden up the front here. Alright, there's our garden. And due to some strange, weird bug, mushrooms actually disappear. I don't know if it's a bug, a feature, or something, but the mushrooms just disappear after a while. I think it's like the surface they're on or something. I don't know. They disappear after a little bit, and it's very strange, so I'm going to just keep eye on that. Now, I'm going to, since we have gold, I'm going to make a little gold statue out here of, I don't know, really, just a player. There he is, in all of his glory. Gonna make him holding nothing, actually. So I have no idea what to make him hold. So we have that guy. We have our house, SpongeBob. Out back we have the cloth museum, and we have the gardens. So, what do we do better than use gravel and make a little path? Alright, now we have paths added, and you may notice this extra path back here. It just leads to nothing. I might add something here in a later video. I don't know yet. In here, I'm thinking about adding a little design on a carpet, but this house is a bit too small for a carpet with a design, so I do. One of these. Okay, I guess. So we have that carpet in there, and that's all this version has to offer. I hope you enjoyed this kind of short video, honestly. It probably will get edited down a lot. Hope you learned something new about Minecraft history. If you didn't, it's fine. I'm gonna head out now, so see ya, as always. Bye!